Hi, welcome to the Todd and Debra Show. This is episode 34.
And today we're going to get serious a little because it's a very serious topic, just a little. You know what's really weird? Even when tragedies and things happen or the car breaks down, just, anything that's sort of negative, our family tends to find the humor in it, which if anybody else is around, they would just think we're sickos, I guess.
Yeah, they do.
But we're not sickos, are we?
You sure?
I don't know. We should practice, though, being serious. Let's practice a serious look. Ready? You know, it would help us if we had like a pitchfork or something. Do you have any pitchforks?
Mm-mm.
Me neither. All right, we're good.
That's enough.
All right, so what's happening in April?
Yeah, we want to bring to your attention that the week of April 16th through the 22nd is National Healthcare Directive Week.
Oops, pretend like we just said decisions instead of directive, okay? Because we should have. Now, normally it's day.
But they decided that it's so important a subject that they're going to expand it to a week. And if you're not familiar, healthcare directives have to deal with living wills and also naming power of attorney. Important documents for seniors, but also for almost any adult. I mean, anybody should have these in place because if you find yourself in a position of, let's say, being in a hospital or being in a physical situation where you can't tell people what you want to be sure that the people that do are ones that you trust in being able to make those decisions, and also that you've been able to say what it is you want them to decide.
You had a great point there that people of all ages, I mean, we tend to think of seniors, we're probably going to need this sooner than others, and that's generally true, but anything can happen to anyone at any time.
Yeah.
So even our adult children, even those of us that have adult grandchildren, be sure and share this info with them, because the phrase that they use is, it always seems too early until it's too late. So regardless of age, share this information so that we can all get these things in place before it is too late.
And it is important to know, too, that there is no national standard on these. In other words, if you create one in California, it doesn't mean that what you wrote is going to be viable in New York or any other state. So if you have one of these directives in place already and you've moved, please be sure that the directive you set up is valid and viable in the state that you're living.
When you're moving, there's so much to think about and organize. But here, one of the most important aspects of your life can get overlooked just because, you were busy with the other aspects of the move.
We are going to show you a really good website from this organization that has information that you can use personally to set up these directives for yourself, but it also has information as to how you can become more involved in their organization. And if your community doesn't happen to have any kind of programming related to it, you can even plan that and be responsible for planning it in your community.
In our community, the Joslin Center, shout out to the Joslin Center, by the way, is planning a day where there's going to be all kinds of information they'll review with us. Hopefully your area does have something planned too, but if not, you might be the one that gets it organized. And there's such a great amount of resources at this site. Let's check it out now. The site is nhdd.org, National Healthcare Decisions Day. But as we mentioned, this year it's a week. Let's click Make Your Advanced Care Plans to check out the Conversation Project. This starter kit helps people talk about what they want for end-of-life care. It helps make difficult conversations much, much easier. Look at these stats about how many people know it's important versus how many people actually get these things done. I guess it's human nature to just avoid uncomfortable situations, but putting it off or refusing to even think about having this conversation is not going to resolve the inevitable. Decisions will need to be made someday by someone. We should have the conversation now in our living room or at the kitchen table, not in the intensive care unit under stress. Back on the Advanced Directives main page, these blue links are all fantastic, but if you have kids, definitely click this link in the AARP section, Facilitating Discussions with Adult Children About End-of-Life Planning. Reading these 3 paragraphs right here gave us the incentive to definitely have this talk, get our plan set, and get this paperwork completed now. Just the thought of putting our kids and ourselves through unnecessary anguish later was a really powerful catalyst. In the Everplan section, click Free State-Specific Advanced Directives. We'll select California from these state links, and then under this California sign, we'll click Download the California Advanced Directive form. This brings us to a page that provides all the info you need to obtain an advanced directive in California. And you see this orange link down here. That's where you download the actual form itself. The link below that orange directive link brings you to a page with tons of state-specific information. We haven't taken the time yet to check out the other state links, but boy, I hope they're all this thorough. Now back to the nhdd.org page, click on the word resources. If you'd like to plan activities in your community during National Healthcare Decisions Week, this page has all the links and additional info you're going to need. We're going through this kind of fast for timing, but you'll want to spend quality time here. So much great stuff.
Please take the time to follow through some of those links and really drill down, because there is a lot of really good stuff. And I've been able to print out a lot of documents that we're going to be able to use in just finalizing our documents here.
And most of all, don't forget to share this information with others, because I think everybody intends to do this. I don't think hopefully there's not too many people that are like, whatever happens, happens. I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it, but it would be a lot nicer, I think, especially for our loved ones, to not be in the predicament of having to guess what our wishes would be.
Right.
Thank you so much for watching the Todd and Debra Show. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're watching on Facebook, we'd love it if you'd like our page.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.